Go in here and try and get our WordPress site going a little bit more. And so what you want to do first is go to the WordPress login site. So it's just WordPress.com, and you're going to want to enter whatever username and password you entered whenever you built your web page. And so if I click to login, it's going to bring me in to my site basically, which is my the place where I have however many WordPress sites you have. You may or may not have a lot. I don't know. And so if I just go to like, if I go in here, it's going to give me all of my sites and all the things that I kind of can play with here, because a lot of people manage a lot of different sites and blogs and things. But hopefully for you, you can keep this simple. And if you just click here, you can see that there's all these statistics and all this stuff that we won't get into right now. But if I click the View Site button, it's going to bring up whatever site it was that I chose. So this lets you see what it is. If you haven't built out your site yet, you might want to go in and go to themes, right? So if you go in here to themes, there's a lot of different ways that you can search for what theme you want to use. But we want a free one, and we want one that makes sense with our portfolio page, right? So I'm just going to click over here where it says More. I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to try and find the free ones and the ones that are really built and made for portfolios. So you can see there are all these options up here for what it is I'm looking for. So I'm just going to click Portfolio, and then I'm going to click on this Free button right here. And that gives me all the free ones that you can choose from. So you can see there's a whole lot of different ones. It really doesn't matter which one you pick. I always like to pick ones that have like a real clear kind of like bar up here for the like navigation stuff. So I'm just going to click Harmonic just because that seems like one that we'll use. I like that one. Simple, pretty direct. So I'm just going to click Harmonic, and then I'm going to it's going to bring up this all the information for it now. So now this is now the choice that you've made for your specific site, for your portfolio site. And so if you go in there, you can go in, and if you go down to all this, there are all these options in here, right? We want to stay away from the custom design thing, because they want you to pay for that. So instead we're going to go down and you can change the site title. This changes what it's called when this comes up, so I'll leave this for now. But you can have a tagline. You can put a logo in if you want to make your own logo. You can change colors and backgrounds, so you can make it more green or whatever it is that you want to do there. You can change the typefaces. So again, I'm just recommending that you just use your design sense for this the best that you can. You can pick a header image if you want to. So right here I have this thing selected. We'll talk about that in a minute. You can choose if you want menus. Again, I would stay away from that. If you're not sure what any of this stuff means, I would just kind of keep it, just sort of keep it, kind of keep it in one place, keep it simple. So, so once you're done, you can just click Save and Publish, and all of that will come up. And if you close the little window there, it'll bring you back to our, back to your kind of main site, and then we can go back to view the site again. So now if I want to go in and edit a page, this is something that you'll want to do. So if I want to change, so that what we just did edits the entire layout of the site. If I want to edit a page, I just come down here and I go to this little button that says Edit, right? And this is where I can change the title. So I could say, maybe I'll change this to be like Home. Change that to the home page. And then I could type new words here. Whatever text you want it to look like. If you wanted to, you could even just hit return and then add a picture. So you could go in and add an image. So to upload a file, to put something onto WordPress, what you do is you go to Upload Files, and you just go back to your folder where you have all your stuff stashed, and you can just grab your slides and dump them in there. And it'll upload those as long as they're the right size, and that's where we want to be careful, because you really don't want to upload these if they're giant files, right? That's why we went into Photoshop and resized them and made them all like correct size, the right plate, the right format, 1240, 72 DPI. So now if I wanted to, I could say, okay, let's say I just want to put this one in the post right where I told it to. I could click Insert, and if I hit Update now, you always want to make sure you're hitting Update. You can actually click up here on the View Page button, and it shows you what you just did. So there's this tiny little picture and some text there, right? So that's all stuff that you can do. There's also options down here that you're going to want to pay attention to. So if you click through here, you can see that you can set a featured image. So if you want to set something up to be always at the top of this page, let's say I want to do that, I can click that, set that as my featured image. This will always be up there. And there's also all these options in here about what the slug is and all these different things that sort of show up where all of these things are also at. So you can change to public or password protected or private page if you want to do that kind of stuff. Again, for us, we just want to leave this as is. So now we're going to hit update, and we are going to just go to the page and we'll see what it looks like. So now it has like this big featured image, and you can see it's a little pixelized, right? Because I don't have this in there at the right size. But if you scroll down, there it is. So you can choose, how you want to do all that kind of stuff. If you click on the customized page, it's going to bring you up again to all this sort of stuff. And again, if I go down here to, if I go through my colors and backgrounds, all of these things are here. You can just scroll through and see, what you've got on that particular page. Where it says widgets, you might want to mess with that. So click widgets and go to sidebar, and this will tell you all the stuff that ends up showing up kind of on the sidebar that's down, that's down underneath here. So if you want to add some things in there, you most certainly can. Again, I would suggest that you just kind of leave it be. So yeah, so let's just stick with all of this. Once it's saved, then now when we go to our main SPU or our main foundation site, this is what it looks like, the home page. And you can add more stuff here if you want to. If you click read more, it brings up whatever you've posted down there. So that's like some basics to getting started with your WordPress site. I'll do some more tutorials now to get more into depth about how to add pages and do some other things.